Hello, people. It's your teacher of conversation, Daskalos, and it's Saturday, so today we're posting another video. Now, the topic of today is how to reply to the question, how are you, in many different ways. Now, it's very common when you ask people, how are you, and like especially like new learners of English, like they don't know what to reply. They use all the time like the same word to reply, and they kind of get sick of that word. Like they think like, oh, English language is poor, and because you don't have many options to reply to the basic, very common and regular question, like everyday question, like how are you? But there are actually a couple of ways you can answer that. And I will explain in this video why in English language we use just one word or a short word to the question, how are you? Like, all right. So the most common word you hear when people ask you, how are you? Or when you ask people, how are you? Is fine. I'm fine. They usually say, I'm fine. And it's funny, but like from my personal experience, I've noticed that like when I go enter to a classroom of young kids or teenagers, and I ask them like, "Good morning, how are you, class?" And the typical reply that I get, like they say like in a very memorized and laconical way, they say like, "We are fine, and you." They always say, "We are fine, and you." And that's how kids are taught English from the very beginning. So they memorize it and they use it every day. So why we cannot say other words like instead of fine, because we cannot feel fine every time. We cannot feel good all the time. So why do we have to use that? Well, first of all, in English language, especially in American English language, in American culture, when people ask you how are you, they expect you to give a quick reply and not telling the whole story of your day, like what happened to you or how was your day, like in details. No, and you probably know that American people are very like in American culture, you have to be superficial and meaning you have to be respectful, you have to show that you're good, you have to show that everything's okay on the surface, even if it's not so good on the bottom. So but there are ways you can reply to the question, how are you? Now, first of all, like I said, like you can say, I'm fine. If you're feeling very good, you can say, I'm fine. And how about you? And like real quick, because like when people see each other on the streets or in a very busy environment, they say, "Hey, how are you?" And they want to have a quick reply, or they even don't wait for a reply and just move on. So you have to reply real quick and move on. Like, "Hi, how are you?" Or I'm fine. You? Or good. You? How about you? That's it. Now, the first one is fine. Yeah, you can say I'm fine if you're feeling really great, you're really good. Now, another way is you can say like, I think you can answer the question is, I'm good. You can say just, I'm good. How about you? Or just good. You can say real quick like good. You? That's it. And the third way to say like how are you feeling is like, if you're feeling great, you can say like, I am great. I'm great. Or just great. I'm in high spirits today. How about you? You. That's it. Now these three, like good, fine, and great, are the positive ways to reply to the question, how are you? And like I said, you cannot always feel good. So there are some days you can feel bad, right? Well, there are no days for guys, but maybe there are for girls, more often for girls. So the most neutral way to answer the question, like, how are you, is like, I'm okay. If you're feeling like not so good and not so bad, you can say, I'm okay. And you, how about you? Now, if you're feeling worse than that, you can say, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. You, how about you? All right. And find a way, but it's find a way is bad. But sometimes it's funny, like when people ask me, like, how are you? And I say, I'm not bad. They forget about they don't really hear like the syllable like not, the single syllable not. So they think I'm feeling bad, but actually I said not bad. I'm not bad. So, and the final is bad. Like if you're feeling really bad, you can say I'm bad. You don't have to say I'm fine. But if you want to be superficial, you can say like I'm fine, I'm great, I'm doing okay. On the surface, everything is great, but on the inside, it sucks. So you can say I'm bad, I'm just bad. You don't have to pretend if you don't want to. If you're feeling bad, just say bad. And if the person really cares about it, he or she will ask him about further details on how was your day and what happened to you, why is it you're feeling so bad. All right, that's it for today. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel on short videos.